Good day, Math 7 learners, and welcome to Tele Math Aralan. Today's topic is one of the most exciting lessons in Mathematics 7. It is the operations on integers. Our learning objectives: perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of integers. Before we start our lesson, let's watch a short movie.
The Good and the Bad Kingdom. Once upon a time, there were two kingdoms in a far, far away land, the Good Kingdom and the Bad Kingdom. The two kingdoms rise in harmony until they found a patch of land full of diamonds. They send their best soldiers to fight, and whoever wins will be rewarded with a diamond. The battle started. Three bad soldiers versus four good soldiers, and the winner got a reward. Three bad soldiers versus two good soldiers, and the winner got a reward. Two bad soldiers versus two good soldiers, and no one got a reward. And they kept on fighting until there's no more diamonds to be found.
Operations on integers addition. Addition of integers. Let's try to solve negative 3 plus 4 using this video clip here and this illustration here. Negative 3 is represented by 3 red negative circles. 4 is represented by 4 positive white circles. When added to each other, the result is 1 positive circle. That is why negative 3 plus 4 is equal to 1. Let's try negative 3 plus 2 using this video clip here and this illustration here. 3 negative circles plus 2 positive circles results to 1 negative circle. So the answer of negative 3 plus 2 is equal to negative 1. Let's try also this example. Negative 2 plus 2. In this video clip here, we can see that there are 2 red soldiers versus 2 white soldiers, and the result is nothing. Let's try using this illustration. Negative 2 circles plus positive 2 circles results to nothing or 0. So the answer is 0. Let's try another example. Negative 2 plus negative 2. In this case, there are 2 negative circles plus 2 negative circles. What do you think is the result? The answer is 4 negative circles. That's why negative 2 plus negative 2 is equal to negative 4. In addition of integers, let's recall first the definition of integers. Integers are whole numbers to the right of 0 and negative whole numbers to the left of 0. As for illustration, positive integers are these dots here, 1, 2, and 3, and nothing in between. How about negative integers? These negative integers here are only negative 1, negative 2, and also negative 3, and so on. Nothing in between dots. Rule in addition of integers. First case is the unlike sign integers, wherein the first one is negative and the second one is positive, or the first one is positive and the second one is negative. What is the rule? The rule says here that subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the higher number. And now, let's see an example. Negative 7 plus 5. The first step is to subtract the numbers. Let's see. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. The next step here is to copy the sign of the higher number. The higher number in between 7 and 5 is 7. And the sign of 7 is negative. So the answer should be negative 2. Another example. Negative 11 plus 14. The first step is to subtract the numbers. 14 minus 11 is equal to 3. And copy the sign of the higher number, which is 14 is the higher number. Therefore, the sign of 3 is positive. Rule in addition of integers. Same sign integers wherein the first integer is positive and the other integer is positive will result to a sum which is also positive. And negative plus negative integer is equal to negative. So the rule is just add the numbers and copy the sign. Let's have an example here. Just add the number. 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. The next step is copy the sign. Negative, negative. So let's just copy negative sign. How about this example here? Simple arithmetic, right? 6 plus 8 is understood two positive integers. And the first step is just add the numbers. 6 plus 8, 14. And the sign is positive. But remember, if our number is positive, it is not necessary anymore to write positive in front of a positive number. So it is simply 14. Operations on integers subtraction. Rule in subtraction of integers. Change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition of integers. Let's recall. X minus y is equal to z, wherein x here is our minuend, y is our subtrahend, and z is our difference. Let's have an example. 8 minus negative 2 is equal to, according to the rule of subtraction of integers, the first step is change the sign of the subtrahend. Our subtrahend here is negative 2. So, let's change it. From negative, it will become positive. And the next step is to proceed to addition of integers. So, instead of minus sign here, it will become positive or plus sign. So now, 8 plus positive 2 is simply 10. And the sign is positive. But now, we already know that positive 10 is simply positive. So therefore, we can write it without a positive in front of 10. Next example. Negative 5 minus negative 6. What's the first step? Change the sign of the subtrahend. Our subtrahend here is negative 6. So, from negative, it will become positive. And proceed to addition of integers. Instead of minus sign, it will become plus sign. So now, negative 5 plus positive 6 is equal to, this one is rule of addition of unlike signed integers. So 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Which one is greater, 6 or 5? It is 6. So we will follow the sign of 6, which is positive. But it is not necessary to write positive in front of a positive number. Therefore, our answer is simply 1. Negative 5 minus negative 6 is equal to 1. Operations on integers. Now we are on multiplication. Rule in multiplication of integers. Product of like-signed integers is positive. So with product of unlike-signed integers is negative. Remember that. For illustration, positive times positive is equal to positive. Negative times negative is equal to positive. In short, product of like-signed integers is positive. How about the other cases? Negative times positive is equal to negative. Or positive times negative is equal to negative. In short, product of unlike signed integers is negative. Let's have a simple example. 8 times negative 2 is simply, what is the sign? These are unlike signed integers. So therefore, the sign is negative. We get the product of 8 and 2. It is 16. That's right. Let's have another example. Negative 10 times 4. It is simply multiplication of unlike signed integers. So therefore, it should be negative. 10 times 4 is equal to 40. Very good. Next example. Negative 6 times negative 5. This is multiplication of like-signed integers. So the product should be positive. And simply multiply 6 and 5. It is 30. But remember, positive 30, we don't need to write positive in front of a positive number. So the answer is simply 30. Another example. This one is the simplest of all. Positive 10 times positive 11. Simple arithmetic, right? It is simply positive 110. And again, this one should not be written in front of the positive number. So the answer is 110. Operations on integers, division. The last operation. Rule in division of integers. Quotient of like-signed integers is positive. So with quotient of unlike-signed integers is negative. For you to easily recall, positive divided by positive is positive. Negative divided by negative integer is positive. And the other cases, negative divided by positive is equal to negative. Positive divided by negative integer is equal to negative. Or in short, quotient of unlike signed integers is negative. For example, negative 8 divided by negative 2. This one is like signed integers. So the quotient should be positive. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. And since they are like signed integers, therefore the answer should be simply positive 4 or 4. Another example, 10 divided by 5. And this one is a simple arithmetic again. 10 divided by 5 is simply 2. Another example. Negative 6 divided by 3 is equal to, of course, this one is unlike signed integers, so the quotient should be negative. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. 36 divided by negative 2. Unlike signed integers again, so it should be negative. 36 divided by 2 is equal to 18. So the answer is negative 18. That's all for our topic operations on set. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. And once again, this is Sir Jim of Telemat Aralan saying, just watch and learn. Thanks for watching.